Help me to stay competitive against the big multinational corporations by subscribing to this channel, hitting the notification bell, liking the video, and maybe leaving a comment in the comment sections below. Thank you very much and enjoy the video. Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you on this fine and lovely day? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're managing to cope with the lockdown as well as a lot of us are. I know a lot of people are struggling with it, and I totally hear where you're coming from. I know I'm not the biggest of YouTubers at the moment. I arrived late to the party, but for those of you who are subscribed to this channel and have hit the notification bell and like to watch my content, I'll provide as much of it as I can to keep you informed and or entertained. And today we have the Michigan Governor, Democratic Governor, of course, wait until you hear this, who has, wait until you get this, yeah? She has banned the sale of seeds. She doesn't want people buying seeds. And you're going to see some footage and some images of the seed aisles and the vegetable grower, the horticultural aisles on lockdown. Now, I don't understand quite why people are being banned from buying seeds, but as we're going to get into it, the thing with leftists that you have to remember is that they love big government. They love people to rely on the government. And in these times of crisis, that people look to themselves for answers. Growing crops and growing your own food is something that a lot of people have decided to look into, and as such, the Democrat leftists, who love nothing more than power over your life, have decided to ban seeds. Now, I'm not saying that these two things are directly linked together, but I do have my suspicions. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so this is Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She is the governor of Michigan in the United States, and she has over 200,000 followers, as you can see. Very large Twitter following, very large profile. On the back of her, on her profile picture, she has "Stay safe, stay at home." So all good so far. Okay, so it starts with Dana Loach, who I'm following, and this is where I got it from. "This is stupid. What embarrassing leadership." And we have the person who originally kickstarted this off, Whatevs2, whose tweet is blowing up here. "Governor Whitmer has banned us from growing our own food. This is effing insane." And you have some photos here, which you can see the seed aisles have been closed off to stop people from buying their own food and relying on themselves, which is something socialists loves to inflict on people. I've never had a tweet take off before, but I'm super stoked this one did, whatever says. People who I really look up to on this site have shared this little piece of tyranny I'm ashamed to be a part of. Thanks to Smug for getting the ball rolling, and to everyone else for sharing it. So basically his tweet's been shared everywhere, reshared, and he's happy for that. Bev says, "Banning us from having gardens is a socialist wet dream." Yes, indeed it is, because if you control your own food, then that is a significant portion of your own destiny that you have in your own control that they do not have. They can't do that. What if they take the seeds and scan it through the self-checkout? I bet UPC barcodes are still in the system and you could buy them legally. If they aren't in the system, then it is a clear message this was premeditated. We're talking about thousands of SKUs, which is the product number. The sign says, "Thank you for understanding." I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Because socialists do not want you making decisions for yourself. You can see further down the list, it's getting ratioed more and more. Michigan citizens should sue her. I'm serious. They want you to social distance and limit trips to the store. Ben says, "I would take several packets of forbidden seeds and scan them at the self-checkout just to see what happens." Forbidden indeed. DCT asks, she says, I love my state, but she's not proud of her governor, nor did she vote for her. And to be honest, I'm not surprised. Mary says, I love Michigan, but Whitmer has to go. I could entirely agree with that. And obviously, most quaintly, Doc says, why? I'm so confused. You can start your seeds indoors, so why are seeds forbidden? Listen, Democrats, listen, the state of Michigan, listen, leftists in general, let's cut the crap. The reason why you are banning the sale of seeds in times of crisis, which at times like this, at times when there is an epidemic going around, it could be anything, could be war, could be famine, could be, you name it, any crisis you can think of under the sun. At times like this, people generally look to themselves and want to grow crops as a backup system that they can rely on to feed themselves and their families. The fact that you are banning the sale of seeds in Michigan, which is going to do nothing to stem the tide of this illness in any way, it's going to do nothing to benefit anyone in the populace in any way. The reason why you're doing this is because you want people to rely on big government, and the reason why you leftists in the Democrat Party want people to rely on big government is because you're socialists, and socialists love two things more than anything. One, big government, and two, power over people's lives, power to control people's lives in any way, shape or form. And you know that if people are going to grow their own foods in their back gardens or even in their house, because a lot of people can grow, there's plenty of vegetables and herbs that can grow indoors. It can grow inside a conservatory, can even grow on your windowsill. You know full well that they would not then have to rely on you, which is what you want them to do. You want them to be in a perpetual state of relying on you, so then they vote for you again in the up and coming election, which you know is coming up later this year. And despite what Hillary Clinton says about Donald Trump is likely to postpone or even cancel the election, no, he's not. The only reason you're saying that is because you know, Clinton, that is what you would do if you was in that position, if you could get away with it. Because you, along with your Clinton Foundation, are as corrupt gets. I don't know, guys, maybe it's just me, but I have found myself over this period of isolation contemplating Western society and where we are as a society and as a civilization in general. And I happen to think that we have allowed ourselves to be eroded in too many ways to count over the course of a couple of generations. But this illness that's spreading across our societies has really highlighted just how low the bar has been set in Western society now. Here in the United Kingdom, we have police checking trolleys to see if people are buying essential items because they are essential. The police took it upon themselves to be concerned that people are going to the shops more than they should, even though what is an essential item for you might not be an essential item for me, and what is an essential item for me might not be an essential item for you. It varies from person to person. People are not robots. We're not planks of wood. So it's not only in the United States like things like this are happening with the banning of seeds. People are just trying to buy seeds to buy crops so they can grow them and maybe feed their children and their families if something bad is to happen, if society takes an even worse turn, which it could do. You never know. I hope it doesn't. I'm sure you hope also that it doesn't. But the fact that Western authorities and politicians have taken it upon themselves to do such draconian things. We've also seen footage here in the United Kingdom of a police officer arresting a woman who happened to sit down on a bench for a little while. we are allowed out for exercise. The police have told us that it's 1 hour a day, and we're not allowed to go over that at all. This woman was out ostensibly for exercise, but she chose to sit down because she says apparently she was tired. So she sits down and a police officer comes out of nowhere to arrest her. This is the state of Western society right now. You're not even allowed to sit on a bench anymore, and we've become a snitch society, telling on each other. So and so left the house, so and so was out of their house for more than an hour, phone the police. Look at what we have become. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. I personally think that we can't continue like this. Things have to stop. We have to open up the economy, in my opinion, and get things moving again. Because at the end of the day, what is life without liberty? There is a very well-known saying by the founding fathers of the United States, and that is something that is very apt for the situation we find ourselves in at the moment. And that saying is, those who trade freedom for security deserve neither. Anyway, I'll leave it on that note. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and share this video, because that helps me stay competitive with the big multinational corporations that YouTube has chosen to prioritise. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, goodbye.